50 probably. And even there, it's quite obscure. Jethro Tull, a 60s, 70s band. That's the Witch's Promise. I like going back revisiting some of that hippie stuff. I liked it at the time, but it wasn't my favourite thing. So anyway, how are you? Where are you watching from? Let's get that out of the way. Essex, Aberdeen. Jethro Tull fan there, so that's good. Tune. Oh wow. San Diego. Vancouver. Here come the North Americans. Copenhagen. Amsterdam. So straight away, I got so many questions today. I didn't even mention it. I'm getting more and more questions. I'm trying to not even mention it in the day. So I'm sorry if I probably won't get to yours because I've had hundreds and I try and do like 10 or so. But keep trying. I appreciate it. Let's start with this one. Emma. Almost 8 months of weekly live feeds from Ricky Gervais. That's me. And he's still answering our ridiculous questions and talking bollocks. What a guy. Right. Okay, here's a question. A toy company has made an action figure of you for Christmas. What 2 accessories does it come with? That's a good question. So have I got to guess? I've got to try and guess my perception, people's perception of me, haven't I? So I assume I'd be in black jogging pants and a black t-shirt with a Fitbit and an iPhone. That it comes like that. That's standard, right? So what 2 accessories? Oh, a microphone and a beer. So I'm sort of stand-up Ricky. Yeah. Yeah. Wearing black, microphone and a beer. Good question. Anara, the cat. All you know is that future civilization includes you with Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, and Ricky, known as the Four. What do you expect to see when you look at that society? Do you mean it's based on our teaching? I assume you don't mean we're still there. So a future society is based on the teachings of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, and me, right? Known as the Four. What do you expect to see? That's fine. Well, the thing is, modern society is sort of based on the ancient Greeks in a way. Theirs was a blueprint to what we call civilized society, I guess. They started, I mean, we've always had some sort of form of society, but they started like working out, democracy and political systems and academia, the ancient Greek. So it probably would be a bit like the one we have now, but with my input being more important than it is now. The ancient Greeks, they're amazing. They invented history. There was always history, but they invented the concept of studying history. They invented the historian, someone who would document and look back and extrapolate. Well, they invented more formal sort of maths, geometry, medicine, zoology. They're the first to know that we're animals. What else they do? The jury. They invented the jury where someone was tried. So they wanted people accountable and did it in a civilized way, not just cut his head off. The alarm clock. Plato had a little bit of something involved with the alarm clock, which which society needs. You need to know what time it is to do stuff. So basically, what difference would I make is the question. Well, I'd like it to be a secular society, although again, they first they did that. They knew that there were sort of rules outside faith. Like that, because they were into like science and philosophy. It was no longer they were sort of moving away from the God of the gaps. Just that bit, like someone saying, "What's rain? It's God's wee wee," and they sort of go, "Let's investigate." Maybe they invented that. Maybe they invented sarcasm. I could bring. Oh, I could up the sarc. Okay, it would basically be the same as it is now, but people would take the piss more. Great question, that. I don't know if I did it justice, because that's a real. I might use that as one of my generic ones when I do this live, when we can get back to normality. Louise, if a lot about society and the human race. Look, if the human race had started with you as the first one, people want to see what it would be like with me in charge. It'd be fucking awful. If the human race had started with you as the first one, and all other humans were just exact clones of you, oh, how terrifying. How do you think the world would be better, and how would it be worse than it is now? God, blimey. Would it be better with the fact that I assume, because I'm not a, I don't know, a psychotic serial killer, so there wouldn't be any, if it, but how much is my genetics? Could it be like me genetically, but we could have murderer Ricky and, you know, Baker Ricky and scared of spiders Ricky, and then we could have brave Ricky. You know what I mean? How much? It's not just genetics, is it? I assume you mean they're all like me, right? Well, that'd be fine then, wouldn't it? Because I'd be no one. I'd be annoying myself. It'd all be fine. We'd all be fine with each other, wouldn't we? Although I could annoy myself. That's how good I am. I'd be the worst. Actually, it'd be worse because we'd all be like really annoyed by everything and totally hypocritical, trying to annoy each other. So it'd be just people making noises and with their fingers in their ears, shouting to try. Going to a restaurant, bonjour, just people annoying each other with trying not to be annoyed. It'd be the worst society. Oh God, think of that. Like a nightmare, and it like a Twilight Zone. That is. Oh, but we'd all get on, wouldn't we? It'd be me, just be me. We'd all get on. We'd be rather like a billion ants. They can act as one organism. They all do their own thing, and it'd be dreadful. Mark, you get offered an opportunity to have a go at a restoration job during lockdown, because it seems, let's face it, anyone can have a go. That still, the one who did that painting is my favourite. Just that is so funny. It's like a work of art, like a kid's drawing. How did it happen? Okay. Would you prefer a painting, statue, or something else? Something else. I think a castle. I hate it that castles are just allowed to fall down because people aren't allowed to restore them, because they're not allowed to change them. So, like, we'd rather them just be a ruin than think of if you had the money, you could restore a castle to its former Glory. I think I'd do that. I think I'd restore a castle. Is this working? I'm getting hearts, but I'm not getting comments. I'm nervous. Tell me, is it? Oh, there they are. Why did it stall? It is working. Oh, frighten me. Thank you for answering. Now I've got a million yeses. Yeah, I restore a castle and put really good plumbing in it because you're not allowed to do that either. You can't do anything to it, so you can't. But yeah, I love a castle. It's just like it hemorrhages cash though. A big castle. Someone told me I was thinking of buying one. Takes about £1 million a year for upkeep because there's no plumbing or electricity. You have to have everything brought in, water and all that sort of stuff. So sort that out. Right, Gunner. Oh, Gunner, lovely Gunner. He's so nice. He said, forget my question. He wants us to wish our friend Tony well, who lost his cat, Hardy. Oh, that's lovely, Gunner. But because you're such a good boy, he's a dog, I'm going to ask you a question anyway, as a reward. Right. My dad loves cars and wants to know why you don't drive. Have you ever tried to drive a race car on a closed track? No. Would you learn to race? Do you know what? I'd probably learn to race before I learn to drive because that's just pure fun, isn't it? In a golf buggy, I'm a lunatic. I love it, but I've never got round to driving. I mean, it's 50% laziness, 50%. I never had money for a car till I was like 40. But then you think, oh, it's too late. And I lived in London and I took cabs or I walked everywhere or ran everywhere when I was fit and on the dole. So it's like one of the things I just never got round to doing it. And by the time I could afford a car, I could afford a chauffeur. But yeah, I'd love to have a go at a race car. It'd be funny, wouldn't it? Because the bloke would sit there and go, okay, yeah, do that. And then I'm terrified. I'm a bad passenger because I'm worried. But if I'm in front of at the front, if I'm driving, I'm not scared. In a plane, I wouldn't be scared in a plane. Everyone else would be. Everyone else would be fucking shitting themselves. But I just happen to be having fun. It's like a drill is annoying unless you're the one that's holding it. You know what I mean? If you're creating the annoyance, that has been my philosophy throughout my life. Because everyone annoys me, the only way I can combat the world is to be more annoying than it. And that gave me like a shell. I'm holding the drill. In life, I'm holding the drill. I'm driving the car. So I'm being the most annoying. Any psychiatrists listening? Thank you, Gunnar. And R.I.P. Hardy. Leopold and Loveday. If you came with a warning label, what would it say? Ours would say, warning, if you bring us home to stay, you will never be alone in the bathroom again. Thanks for all you do. Now, Leopold and Loveday are a couple of cats. I suppose I've already answered that. Warning. My label would be warning is annoying, drunk or sober. Just so people didn't think, oh, you drink too much. And I'd show them, they go, look, say sober, and they go, well, it's fucking just as annoying. The drink doesn't change anything. So it would save that little experiment. Annoying, drunk or sober. So yeah, that would be a good warning. Joey, it has been scientifically proven that there is an afterlife. he means hypothetically, that he's starting this as a question. He's not. He doesn't really believe there is. He's saying, imagine if. Okay, for the sake of argument. Joey's a cat as well. It has been scientifically proven that there is an afterlife. You are awoken by a spirit. Oh God! You are awoken by a spirit who offers to accurately describe what your afterlife has in store for you. Would you find out? No. No. Unless I could change it. Unless it was like A Christmas Carol, where they go, oh, you've been a right twat, but just do this and we'll forgive you. If it was like, yes, okay, I go, what's the worst thing that happens? They go, this. I go, why? They go, because you keep doing this. Okay, well, I won't do that again. But if there's no point, no, I don't want to know. If there's nothing I can do about it, I wouldn't want to know. I mean, that's sort of true of anything. If you can't do anything about it, and it's bad, what's the point? It's just waste my life worrying about that I'm going to be in hell in a bucket of my own piss and shit with Satan just sticking his knob in my eye. Whereas if I found that out, my last 40 years of life, I'd just be going, oh fuck, this is shit. I'd actually be in a bucket of my own shit and piss. And I'd be going, and it's not over when I'm dead. I've got this, I've got this again for eternity, this time with the devil's knob in my eye. So why ruin the last 40 years? 40 years, I'll be 100. And for some reason in a big bucket of my own shit and piss again. No, I wouldn't, Joey. Kermit, as you may know, Bella and I are in a long distance relationship. Dog and a cat. She's beautiful. What was it about Jane all those years ago that made you certain she was the person you wanted to share your life with? Well, I said, Jane, stick with me. I've got no money, right? I've got no money, I'm gonna get fat. And our first flat is gonna be the worst flat in the world in a shit area, right? For years, okay? And I'm gonna piss in the sink. And I said, what would you say if that happened? And she said, I'd say, take the dishes out first. And then all that came true. So I thought, yeah, he's the one for me. I think, you know, I think she must have laughed at something awful I said. Rupert. Morning, you lump of furry ferret's ballsack. My question for later. Were there any moments in An Idiot Abroad when you felt you'd gone too far with Carl or Warwick? And what's your most nostalgic moment from the show? I think I didn't go far enough. Because I didn't make him do anything. We set things up and he had the choice to do them or not. Some things we didn't even set up because it was a real documentary. So some things he discovered and he wanted to do it himself and then might have hated it. As Pickle Meowing. So no, I don't think we went too far at all. My fondest memory of that with Carl and Warwick was when they were sitting, I think they were sitting on the edge of like this really tall building to do an abseil, you know? And Carl just looked at Warwick and he just went, have you got knees? And Warwick just started laughing. Oh dear. Cheers, Roop. Bella. Hey, sometimes I get the hiccups when I eat or drink too fast. But have you ever nearly drowned whilst having a drink and hiccuping at the same time? If not, have you ever had another kind of low-key near-death experience? I have. It's that one, yeah, choking. Yeah, I think a couple of times. Once in particular, I was just going down to the hotel to film Afterlife, and I had a smoothie, and I must have like coughed or breathed and something like that, and I couldn't breathe, and oh, what pickle? Hold on, pickle. What do you want? Where are you? I can't even see you. There you are. Come here then. Come and say hello. Yeah, come and say hello then. Come on then. Come and say a quick hello. Right. Come on then. Say a quick hello to your dog and cat friends, and then, right. So, right. Say hello. All right. Right. There you go. That's all you're missing. Nothing. Right. Out you go. Go and have something to eat. Yeah, and I started choking, and I couldn't breathe, and my throat closed up, and I went like that, nothing, and I sort of went on the floor like that. James worried, and then eventually, as I thought it was about, I just went, got a little bit of air in, quieted down. So it was fucking horrible. Yeah, I thought I was going to die. That is the closest, and it was drinking. It was drinking a smoothie and probably talking or laughing. He died laughing. Oh God. Freya, if you had the ability to either go back in time to your past and change one thing, or to be able to go to your future and change one thing, which one do you think? Well, it's never go back, because you can't change one thing because it would change everything. So, you know, I know my life's all right. So if I went back and changed one thing that I didn't like, all those things led to this now. All the bad things and all the good things led to now. So you change one, you screw up everything. So it's got to go forward. I could just go forward. Oh, it's in my past, is it? Well, I go forward until I just get fast forward, right? Fast forward right to the end. And the bit where I'm sort of like 83 and I'm laughing and drinking a smoothie and I choke to death, I change that. Don't have a smoothie on that day, Rick. Why not? Trust me. Don't have a smoothie on that day. I think smoothies are the future for me. Once I get either all my teeth fall out, because I can't be bothered to go to the dentist, or I just get bored with eating shit. There's nothing left to eat. Or I become more and more ethical. So there's nothing left to me. All I can eat is mud. Right? That's the only thing left I can eat. Mud smoothie. What a load of bollocks that was. I think I answered everyone's question. I think. I'm only worried about the cats and dogs because they moan. I'm sure I've not seen one or I've forgotten one. I'm sorry. Keep trying. Well, that was an absolute load of bollocks, wasn't it? How long do I have to do this shit for? Do I get Christmas off? Oh God. Oh, look at it. Hello, mate. Hello. It's Colin. Yeah. Colin COVID? Yeah, Colin COVID. How you doing, boy? Yeah, I'm alright. What have you been doing today, Colin?
I've been floating around, and oh yeah, where? And everywhere. And I've been floating around in people's sneezes. Oh yeah. Like who? That you know the other people that don't wear masks. Oh yeah, yeah, I know 'em. Yeah. Well, I get in there, and when they sneeze, I get on someone else. Oh, you do, yeah, yeah. Then what? I get in their nose. Oh yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah, yeah. And then I make them ill too. Oh really? Yeah.
Well, you were a cunt then, Colin. I've told you before, you're an absolute twat. You little fucking wanker. And now there's a fucking uh, injection that we can get soon, right? It's like a vaccine, and it's like nearly 95% effective on you, and that's gonna fucking wipe you out, you little fucking knobhead. Okay? That was another short play about COVID-19 featuring Colin. I was thinking today, right? I see all these like articles of like heroes of the lockdown, and it's all people that have like got a show out of their thing where they obviously done it to get a show. I've been doing this shit, right? That's absolute bollocks. I wouldn't want it to do a show, right? And no one ever meant I don't get fucking knighted. I got fuck all. Oh dear. I want this to fail. Um, well, thank you very much. I'll say hello to some people, shall I? Is that my new information film? Yes, my public information film. You should be knighted. No, I shouldn't. Just a bit of fun. Uh, COVID is our, Colin is our saviour. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in again. What day is it? Wednesday. I'll see you Sunday. Fucking hell. For another absolute pile of shite. And what's that, Colin? What time on Sunday? 6 o'clock. Not it's any of your fucking business. You little fucking tosser. So stay well. Have fun. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.